Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Veroosh. Hey girls, hey. I hope you guys are doing well and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do the full moon reading. I thought we would do it as a pick a card. So if you guys are interested, I have 7 options for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 parts to this reading. One is the fortunate event or lucky event that will happen in and around the full moon, since we're getting to do this reading early on. And the second one is the fortunate sign for you. I want to give you guys this option just in case you want to do an all sign, or if you just want to know what your lucky sign for this full moon is. So I have my zodiac cards here, and I thought that I would lay them down on each option. Now there's more cards than options, so 2 options are just going to have 1 card each. And so first of all, as our first step, we're going to find out what's your lucky sign, sun, moon, and rising for the full moon. And then for those of you who want a personalized message for your sign, then we can read that pile as for you, and 2 signs will be sharing the same energy. How about that? And then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a comment about the astrology with the full moon, and then we'll get into the reading. I hope you guys like that idea. So why don't we I'm just shuffling so you see that it's legit. So what I'm going to do is put the cards first face down around the different options. And in a moment, once you decide which pile you want, then I will unveil the cards to tell you what zodiac sign we're talking about there. So you'll have an idea which signs to look out for luckiness, which are your fortunate zodiac signs for this full moon that happens on October 1st, 2020. Sounds good? And then once we know it, for those of you guys who want a personalized message for your sign, we'll also have each one of these options available for your sign as a personalized message. So I'll explain it again in just a moment. So I hope that if you're not ready, then put a pause on the video, because I'm about to unravel these zodiac cards. So option number 1, we have these. We have Aquarius. Okay, and then we have Pisces. Okay, my 2 little weirdos. I love this one, number 1. I choose 1. Okay, so Aquarius and Pisces. And if you're an Aquarius or Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, and want a personalized message for your sign, this is the one for you. Okay, so number 2, we have Taurus and Virgo. Oh, Taurus and Virgo. There's like an entanglement there, Virgo. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so Taurus and Virgo are going to be sharing the number 2 energy. On behalf of all Virgos, Tauruses, I'm sorry. We carry the heaviest karma, so I don't know. I'm just joking about the heaviest karma, but our readings tend to get intense. Be warned. But if you are a Taurus or a Virgo, sun, moon, and rising, feel free to watch this number 2. Number 3, let me just not fudge it up. We have Aries and Capricorn. Okay, I love Aries and Capricorn energy. Cardinal signs, number 3. That's going to be a spunky reading. By the way, Kathy, number 3, if you have Aries or Capricorn transits, then you can watch this one for your personalized message. There's also a question that came up. Kathy, one of my good friends and longtime subscribers, asked, the energy is funky, why? So if you're interested, the moon is in Capricorn right now, and it's forming what an astronomer said a perfect triangle. Now that's not a trine, but it's a triangle with Saturn and Jupiter. So they're up in the sky tonight on the 26th of September. So you may want to have a look out for that. But whenever the moon is in Capricorn, remember what I told you guys, that the energy gets sort of intense, and especially for some of you guys who have cardinal placements, it gets a little funky monkeys, okay? So number 4, let's see what sign. So if you just chose number 4 as your pile, right, then this is your lucky signs for the full moon. And if you just want a personalized reading for your sign, you can choose now. So number 4, we have Leo and Cancer. Okay, very nice combination. The summer dream team coming right up in the middle. Okay, and so our last pairing for today, number 5, is Libra and Sagittarius. Beautiful couple, by the way. So if you have, if you know, like for friends or more than friends, Libra and Sag is really, really the bomb.com. Number 6, all to themselves, and the lucky sign for pile number 6 is Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio don't play nice. So Scorpio can be all by themselves for now. Sometimes. Some of you play better than others. The doves and the eagles out there definitely play very, very fair and nice. I always make jokes. I'm like, oh shoot, I offended somebody. So please don't take offense. Number 7, we have Gemini. Okay, Gemini can be only the lonely at number 7. I remember from your readings there's some stuff going on, so maybe this is a good time for you to get a customized message. So if you're wanting an astrological message for your specific sign, like an all sign reading, then watch that section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you already chose your number, those are your lucky signs for this full moon. So not to get too long-winded with this, but I've had some requests for astrology. I'm not ready to bring it back full stop yet, full speed, but I want to give you guys a little bit of an overview as to what's going on for this full moon, and I think it's a pretty good one. I mean, here's the moon at 9 degrees of Aries, the sun at 9 degrees of Libra, right opposite each other, right? And so what we see is not too many heavy stress angles on the moon here, which means that overall the moon is pretty unaspected, except for Chiron. So what you can expect is very tender feelings, and especially sensitivities about who you are, about your life, about the things that are important for you. But here, let's look at this other part here. So here is our south node at 23 degrees Sag. I'm using the mean node placement here. And then we have Venus here at 28 degrees Leo in the fire element, about to leave and leave Leo for Virgo. Hey girl, hey. And then Mars is here in Aries, a fire sign, at 24 degrees. So this aspect between Mars and Venus is waning, but we've had a pretty hot week, pretty steamy hot week. Lots of vibrant energy, lots of people wearing red. Hey girl, hey. Some of you guys fell in love. But I feel like the energetic signature for this full moon has a lot to do with this thing called the Grand Trine, this big giant triangle in the center. And what that triangle is there's a lot of referencing to the south node here. So something to do with the past. There's a karmic release going on. And I feel as though there's also liberation of feelings, especially the divine masculine, as it's called, or the masculine energy, the yang energy of Mars, is going to be propelled and even accentuated by Lilith at 27 degrees Aries. That's a conjunction right here. And so that's going to make the masculine energy just push forward with desire for Venus, the female. So sorry for the same-sex couples. It's just energies, not gender comments, so please adjust that to your preferences, but expect a very evocative, emotional time through this full moon. Expect that there may be a lot of chemistry between you and your partner. I would advise as to, if you're talking about very heated subjects, especially stuff that's karmic or something to do with the past or very intense energy, to watch it, because the moon is aspected by Chiron, which we have a predisposition to feel vulnerable or in reference to things that we have experienced as hurt. And then secondarily, we have Mars with Lilith here. And so what that creates is this almost like can be an explosive energy. And so we've had this sort of thing up in the air, people getting frustrated, grumpy. I don't know if you've noticed, but people have been grumpy, a little on edge, a little bit quick to get upset, all of that stuff. And so as especially with the masculine, if you're dealing with the divine masculine energy, okay, whoever you are, even if you are a man as well, really try not to press that energy, because it's deeply correlated with the South Node at this time. And so when you poke at it, it could turn out to be, you know, kind of intense. It could turn out to be quite explosive depending on where they are with dealing with whatever issue you're figuring out. So when the vibe is flowing and everything's great, then this combination is going to be so bright. I think people will say things that they otherwise may not ever say. So disclosure of feelings, telling people you love them, taking a chance on love, all of those things are possible with this full moon, especially when it's in reference to your past, and more so than just your past in the present moment, the past to do with past lives, so karmic energies. Okay, you probably noticed that I turned over the cards. I just think it's easier to focus on the reading if we have all the cards down. So if you're watching this wherever and you want to see the signs associated with every single placement, just scroll back in the video. At the end of the video, I'll have a cool video at the end link through. Members, you guys voted, and I have a special video that will come out for you guys, and that is a karma reading. So if some man or woman did you dirty, especially in love, I have a 2-option pick a card for you guys, just members only, that will tell you the karmic consequences that will fall onto them. And I don't feel like that's a video I want to put out to everyone, because I feel like it's intense, but the members said they wanted it. It's a little bit of a specialty reading, and I already know what it is, and I think it's great. So if you're a member, hang tight. I'm going to publish it later. Libra and Taurus, your videos are ready. I'm probably going to publish them in a couple hours today. And so members are watching those now as well in their previews. And what else can I tell you? Well, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys were awesome yesterday. Crazy energy. And we got through it okay. So 13 minutes. That's 12 minutes. That's not bad for astrology and all this stuff. And whoever's doing time caps, you know, my condolences to you. Or maybe I'll try to do them right after we put it out, so that, you know, all the different sections are clearly marked. Okay, so let's have some fun. So today's reading again is the fortunate sign, which we did, and then we have the lucky event for in and around the full moon. 3 days before the full moon, starting today, 3 days after the full moon. So it's almost a weekly, but we'll do the weekly separately. Okay, that's a lot of information. So let's just get into it. Okay, so number one, hey guys, are you ready? So just to remind you, if you're a Pisces or an Aquarius, this reading may be for you. By the way, if you're doing time caps, don't put the sign by the time caps, because some people will want to have the surprise. But for those of you guys who are Pisces or Aquarians, then this reading may be for you. Lucky event for you guys, or if you just chose by number, then Pisces or Aquarian transits may be people who have Pisces or Aquarius in their chart may be lucky for you at this time. Okay, so I choose one because I love my weirdos the best. All right, so let's rock and roll. Let's see the cards. So we have 4 of Stars, and then we have the acceptance card, Sagittarius, and then we have the Knight of Angels, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So that card, but not necessarily so. This can be Sagittarius. I think I said that. I have a feeling that for you guys, there's a continual process to be closer with somebody. Your something around the house is very successful. I have a feeling that somebody's going to initiate closeness in and around the home. So around the house, there's closeness. I feel like maybe like progress towards success with something around the home, such as moving in together, decorating, getting comfy, getting situated, whatever. There's progress being made. There's also closeness in relationships to people in and around your home. So you feel at home and comfy and just really at ease. I feel like somebody's taking the initiative. Somebody is really present at this time. And I feel like that's really propelling things forward. And then we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Devil card in the center. That's Capricorn energy. And so then we have the Nine of Wands. I have a feeling that there is a lot of time. If you are in a relationship, guys, you are going to spend time together with your loved one. I feel like you are going to be intimate with them for a good portion of this time. Hey girl, hey. Those fire transits are doing us justice, even the Pisces water sign. And so I feel like maybe taking a time out from your daily schedules, what you daily do on a regular basis, and spend more time secluded with the person that you love. If you're single like a Pringle and not ready to pop and stop, whatever, I shouldn't even joke that way, then I feel like maybe this is a time in which you're really going to see the truth in a situation. I think you're going to research something. I think you're going to look into something closer and understand what had happened in a situation near you, and through that you're going to find freedom and emancipation from the energy that held you back before. Okay, so here we have three more cards. We have the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and then we have the Chariot card. Okay, so there has been breaks on a relationship in this option. You don't have to be a Pisces or Aquarius to choose number one. I hope I was clear with that. I feel as though somebody has been putting a relationship on hold, and I feel like they are working through their feelings, and you're going to actually see somebody opening up and being more transparent, putting their love forward, making an offer. I feel as though somebody's getting away from something that held them back. It was like a psychological block that had them held back from really being present in a situation. I feel as though there is something in number one that has to do with, there was like an energy that was really holding things back, and there was not too much ability to change things. It was what it was. And I feel like people are working around this issue through their compassion, and I feel like disappointment is turning to happiness with this full moon. So something within a relationship or within a friendship, or even if you're alone, something that was quite suppressive to you, you felt like you couldn't really do what you want, is being transformed, maybe with the help of a water sign, maybe a Cancer or a Pisces. But I do feel like there is progress and a little bit of freedom that you're finding through this full moon. So that's your message for number one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go on to number two. Let me just get these cards out of your way. Okay, hold on. All right, so that's number one. And if you were Pisces and Aquarius, that message was for you, or if you chose number one. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so number two, let's take a look at your guys' cards. So if you're number two, if you chose this message is for you, or if you are a Virgo or Taurus, okay? So this message is for you if you're a Virgo or Taurus, or if you chose number two, Virgo or Taurus is your lucky sign for this full moon. All right, so let's see your messages. We have the Three of Wands. Do you see me how quickly I'm like getting into it? Because I'm a Virgo, so it's like, hey girl, hey, what's up? Three of Stars, Three of Wands visions. We have the Eight of Trees, which is Sun in Virgo, skill, hard work, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so Illuminator. Okay, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Hard work is going to help you to achieve certain things. There's a good outcome from a long-standing effort, and I feel like good things are coming out as you're showing your light to others. So you're going to show your light to other people. It's going to be founded on actual work and application of skill, and I feel like the hard work that you've been putting off will come into fruition for you through this full moon. The second cards are the moon, okay? That's Pisces. Then we have the Two of Swords, an indecision or a decision to be made, and a Page of Cups. It really feels like to me there's somebody who's reaching out towards you. I feel like you have the resonance of the Queen of Wands, whatever your sign is. I feel like you're sort of on your A game in terms of how you radiate positivity and light at this time. And I feel as though at this time there's someone who's reaching out to you with an emotional message or offer. Somebody wants to communicate. Somebody wants positivity in a situation. And then we have the Two of Swords at the center of the reading. With work, you're going to have to wait and see to find out more about a situation. This is particular to people who have recently applied for jobs, for work. I do feel as though your application for a job is being considered for something, especially if it's something that you have worked on a skill for a long time. So let's say you have a particular skill, you applied for a job. I think that your resume or your application is being reviewed. So that's a little extra message. I feel as though there's a bit of a surprise in terms of the things that are coming in for you, number two. So this could be an unexpected good fortune or good luck coming your way. It's something that comes, the moon is Pisces, and Pisces was ruled by Neptune. So there's this little fog over this issue that's not very clear about exactly what it is. So there's good energy coming in for you from some unexpected place. It's something that is totally for you and is meant to be for you, but I don't think you were aware of it coming your way. So good news. The next messages we have are the Queen of Pentacles. That's both Taurus and Virgo, and also Capricorn. There's Saturn. Just as a reminder, we have Saturn and Jupiter and the moon in the sky today. So Queen of Pentacles, ambition, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Then we have the Four of Swords, taking a rest. Okay. So this is very clearly saying whatever you're stressed out with regard to work, don't worry. Things are going to work out. And especially for those of you who are seeking elevation, promotion, a new job, growth, don't push so hard right now. These things are coming, and you may even have the feeling as though bewilderment or feeling like they're coming your way. There's success along the line for you, and this is saying like just rest. Good things are coming. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate the good outcomes. Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, loyalty, King of Pentacles, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. This is a very, very nice energy here. So we have both the energy of like the emotional aspect of water, but we also have the kind of truth-seeking, powerful yang energy of earth. Sorry, the emotional aspect of earth, the emotive side. So on an emotional side, there's something very rewarding coming to you through this full moon, number two. And then secondarily, I feel like there is potential for fast growth for you in the oncoming days, oncoming weeks, through a connection, and I feel as though there's a heart-centered expansion that is coming your way. I think you're being appreciated, or you're being appreciated by somebody, and I feel as though there's a very positive connection between you and somebody else that's going to propel you towards success. So very nice reading for number two. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's great. So good luck, you guys, for number two. Now let's take a look at number three. I hope I'm not going too fast, but I don't want to overkill the information. Let me know in the description if you're interested in more full moon information for this one. Maybe we can take it easy with this and then, you know, kind of carry on with other readings later. Okay, So number 3, let's take a look. So again, I'm going to repeat myself, sorry guys, a little bit. So if you chose number 3, this message is for you, or if you are the following signs, okay? So if you're a Capricorn, or if you are an Aries. So this is our cardinal powerhouse reading, because both Capricorn and Aries have intense energy right now, like amazing, intense, powerful energy. And whether you, if you have transits in either of these signs right now, then I feel like you are on your A game, and the most positive time in your life is unfolding. The best opportunities are coming into your life, and specifically with ambitious things like success in business, trying to achieve what you want. I've also seen a lot of success for Capricorn in love. So if you just chose number 3, Capricorn and Aries are your lucky sign. So that means that this message might be lucky for you too. You know, success in work, career advancement, those kinds of things. Just jumping ahead by leaps and bounds. So this is your go time. Pedal to the metal, guys. Okay, so we have the awakening, which is Pluto, the last judgment. And then we have the teacher, Taurus, ruled by Venus, clarity, and then Pluto is emergence. This is my favorite card in tarot. It's so intense. I want to say bad, but okay. Pluto's in Capricorn in Western astrology, so I just love this transit so much. 6 of Trees, Moon in Taurus, receiving. Okay, I feel as though if you chose this path, the lucky thing that's coming up in your life is a decision, possibly about school. You might be making an ultimate decision about continuing school, taking another shot, or growing in your expertise. All you teachers out there are making powerful decisions. Whether you teach in a formal education system or informal, you're making amazing decisions about work. And it's all born out of your nurture for other people. So you care for other people, and so therefore you're making decisions that are propelled by how you feel, how much love you have for others. And so I feel like there's just this powerful energy that's come over you, in which that grand trine, especially in fire, right, is just making everything clear with regard to what you want to achieve, where your passions are at, where your heart is, how you want to help the world. By the way, the hummingbird has just come up, and so that means that that's good luck, okay? I'm building a bird sanctuary on my deck. I'm so excited. I know exactly what's going to happen, and I'll show you guys when it's ready. So there will be much more birds as the winter comes in. In my area, hummingbirds actually stay right through, hello again, right through winter time when the snow happens and everything else. It's actually better to have the feeders out through the winter because they don't have as many sources of nutrition. So you can see that I have pictures of hummingbirds in the snow. I'll dig one out and show you guys on Instagram. But anyway, so good news for Aries, Capricorn, and people who chose number 3. A passionate decision about something that you truly want, something that is coming from deep within you, and it has to do with your connectivity with other people. So this is like a real focus on community, a real focus on your interaction with other people. You're seeing a clear way through, opportunities are aligning, the way is forming before you. So we have the 7 of Swords. You're leaving behind a situation that wasn't that. It was a situation in which there was bad circumstances, maybe shady people. We have the fox there. I love foxes. I hate associating them with shadiness, but unfortunately sometimes it has a little bit of that. This is you cutting cords with the past, you know, and that's that South Node transit again tying in. And then we have the 8 of Wands, which is Mercury and Sag. Very positive conversations. Like you will receive messages through the next week that are going to be very encouraging and affirmative and telling you all this encouraging things for you to get excited about. And then the last card for this line is the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I feel as though a situation that you feel wobbly on, leaving behind, these encouraging messages are going to help you feel so strong in separating yourself from an unfortunate situation that was sort of robbing you blind. So there was a situation that was robbing your energy, it was depleting your time, and I think that you feel apologetic towards it, and now you feel, in the words of Rihanna, unapologetic. So I think you have that Queen of Swords energy. I think that you're ready to kind of take, you know, the proverbial scolecite, you know, to it. Scolecite is a crystal you can cut cords with, and without apology remove yourself, because now there is a mission in front of you. You have this vision of where you want to go. Then we have 3 cards left. We have 10 of Cups. See, you're so happy through this full moon. Your energy is just lit. Queen of Swords again. So look out for Gemini, Aquarius, Libra females, but men as well. And the emotive side of reason and logic, you know. And then we have the 8 of Cups. So I think what's going to happen for you in the full moon, remember the beginning, and if you didn't watch it, there's a strong aspect on the South Node. Things that you felt bad about, you no longer feel bad about. It's a real separation and a personal empowerment. It's like you put things into focus, you put things into priority. You're no longer distracted by things eating up your time, eating up your mind. And I feel like you have wonderful people around you that are reinforcing this, and I think that it's like a quick getaway from some things that shouldn't have happened, things that shouldn't have been there, and have been negative. I feel like they're getting switched around and you're getting well aligned, okay? So number 3 was lit. I should have chose number 3. I always chose number 3, but not today, so that's okay. But I do congratulate everyone who this pertains to. Good luck, and yeah, eye on the prize. Okay, so number 4. So number 4 is our center card. Let's see. I don't even remember what signs it is for now. So if you chose 4, this message is for you. And then also if you are the sign Leo and Cancer. So our summer team, remember? Okay, now I remember. So summer team message, or if you chose number 4, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you chose 4, Leo and Cancer are your lucky signs for the full moon. Okay, so we see 7 of Stars, 7 of Wands, which is faith, you know? It makes me think of George Michael, rest in peace. There's a great song by George Michael. Maybe we'll put it up on IG for our next fortune cookie. But we have 7 of Stars sticking out for yourself. Okay, King of Trees, which is the architect, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, with fire in their chart. And then we have the Death card, Release. I feel as though this is probably both. Okay, I know what the resonance of this is. So Cancer, you guys have that gnarly transit of Pluto in your 7th house. We've been talking about it since I started the channel, right? Because Pluto's been there the entire time, girl. So this is a power structure dynamic that you keep on hitting your head against, in which partnership area of your life, which is so important to you, is somehow always now influenced by power struggles. Now Leo has had something similar go on in their chart. They're recovering from this, but they're shaken by it, and keeps showing up in their readings where they've had a relationship in which they put a lot of stuff out there, and now that person somehow did not reciprocate, and so the Leo was very hurt. Sorry to spill the tea, Leos, but that's what happened. So what this is saying to me is that through this full moon, remember, it's to do with the South Node, so something that's retroactive, something to do with the past. There's a real, like, putting your foot down up against that Capricorn transit. That's that King of Trees. But as I was putting this down, I made the observation, and I was like laughing to myself. I'm like, Cancer, you actually became this. You actually became this King of Pentacles, you know, kind of powerhouse energy. So the thing that was sort of suppressing you, Leo, Cancer, or if you chose number 4, is the thing that you have in some way, in the positive aspect of it, become. So you've become powerful and empowered, and you're no longer, you're taking one step closer to no longer being under the foot or the power of some external force. You're more independent. You might actually, there might be an event through this full moon in which you assert that, in which you remove this BS kind of control in your life and you put an end to things. Hummingbird flew up, good sign. So if you're a Leo, speaking to your specific situation, you know, that situation that's haunting you, I feel like you're one step closer to getting rid of that memory, that shadow at your side. And if you're a Cancer, I feel like that energy that's been pushing you down for so long, in some ways you've learned from the enemy. You've learned how to be strong in some of those ways. Not being mean yourself, but I feel like you found your place within it. And so there's a separation from those things that were so stunting your growth, stunting your progress. Okay. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. I think this is my favorite option now. I keep on being like, no, this is my favorite, and this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. So it's been a careful process, whether you chose number 4 or you're one of these signs. Two of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in the center, very affirmative, welcoming energy. There's also this energy of sort of having won somebody over. So you may have won somebody over, convinced someone, you know, kind of got someone to kind of understand your vibe or receive it well, or just reciprocate. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. There may be a Virgo around. Hey girl, hey. I also feel as though if you are putting an end to something with this full moon, you're going to turn right to work. You don't feel as though you're vacuous or empty. You have other people to fill the void. You have other people to fill you up and make you feel better about things. So, you know, it's like sometimes when you cut out somebody from your life who you've been spending a lot of time in, there's this vacuous space. But that vacuous space is felt much better if you have something to focus on, and you do, and also you have other people to fill in that space emotionally. So whether you choose 4 or this is one of your signs, I do feel as though there's this progress forward, and it's not necessarily the ideal conditions, because these situations never are, but I do feel like you're stepping forward, and whatever has been holding you back, you're going to take a giant step to not remove it, but remove yourself from in front of it. Getting out of that train. Look at what you have. You have the Star. That's Aquarius. That's soulmate energy. There's something big coming your way, number 4. So there's something big coming your way. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, the ultimatum. But look at this. So we have the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. Somebody's making a giant gesture. Did I tell you that you've won somebody over? I was talking about that. See, it feels, you know, this Pluto 7th house stuff, that can also in some way be somebody not willing to, you know, you're in love with each other, but you can't convince them to sort of, you know, love you back or be present in the energy for whatever reason. Maybe you're soulmates, maybe you're twin flames. And so I feel like that Pluto power dynamic can also be expressed in denial of love or stubbornness from the other person, more like stubbornness. And that can be just as dogmatic and totalitarian, right? Somebody who controls the narrative by not loving you, even though you know you feel passion for each other deep in your heart. That's what I'm getting from this. I feel like you have convinced them, not convinced them, but like out of free will, you have made a good case and you have gotten through to them. I would say it more like that. This isn't about control. Like, I don't feel like now you're being the domineering one. I just feel like a great power in this reading. And then we have the King of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries, secondary transits in water. leadership. This to me is greatly resonating these days as a searcher of truth, you know? This is kind of like the torchbearer for the Olympics, you know? This is like Odysseus, you know, the brave warrior and the hero that seeks truth in life, the hero's journey, the hero, right? So I feel as though there is going to be great truth that comes into your life, into your situation. And I feel like this is very fated love, very fated events. Your heart is at peace through this. You're focusing on yourself. The greater destiny is developing. And yes, some of it might be moving slowly, but you already feel that great power in your belly. Okay? So that's number 4. That got passionate. That's that fiery Venus in Leo. She's about to move into Virgo, but we're feeling her right now. During the full moon, she's going to be in Virgo, but for now, she's still in Leo. Hey, girl. Hey, meow, meow. Okay. Have a nice day, and I'll move on to the next sign. So now we're doing number 5, right? So 5, welcome. This is our last pairing. So if you chose 5, this is for you, and these are your lucky signs, or this is for you if you are the sign Libra and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I love this pair. I think I like Sag and Aquarius more, but I do really like, this is the more refined pair. The Sag Aquarian pair is the more crazy couple. This is the really chic pair. You know, the fancy artists, the very creative pair, like very sophisticated people from these signs come together like this. So maybe that's for you, or if you chose number 5, Libra and Sag are your lucky signs for the full moon. Okay, so lucky event that will happen for you through the full moon, boom, Tower. So that's lucky event means that something that was really stuck is going to get, not removed, but is going to finally get unstuck. This is getting unstuck, 6 of Hearts. Oh, okay. So this is 6 of Cups. I feel as though somebody's feelings and emotions are being released. And this reminds me of The Ice Queen, which is a Hans Christian Andersen story in which a little girl goes to find her brother who has been kidnapped by the Ice Queen, and they have no emotions. I love that story. It's so beautiful. It's like a caricature of like narcissism, right? And so this girl goes over and tries to rescue her little brother, and he has lost his emotions because a piece of the Ice Queen's mirror has fallen, I think, into his eye. And not like graphic or anything, although those stories do tend to have like graphic elements to them. But the property of that magic mirror was that he lost his emotions and he no longer loved and felt anything in the snow palace. Beautiful energy. So I feel the energy of the story in this reading, number 5. I feel like with that, there's a situation, and maybe this isn't for all of you, but I look at me getting emotional. It's a good time to do love readings right now. so it's that Mars and Venus and fire sign, beautiful trine. Love this energy. Okay, so I feel as though in a situation in which there was somebody was trapped in dead emotions. Somebody was. It doesn't mean like they were a narcissist. They got trapped in such great pain that their emotions turned off. Okay, so you know flood and flight. So flight and freeze. It's flood, flight, and freeze. It's a freezing effect that happened on somebody's emotions. I can feel it, and I know it's a message for some of you guys. And it feels like, just like if you chip into ice and there's water behind it, it just gushes out. So I feel like the gushing water, the emotions of this situation will very quickly run very, very deep. So from coldness and lack of feeling comes a great sentiment and love. And we have the Capricorn energy. Don't be scared. The moon is in Capricorn as we read. We have a massive conjunction in Capricorn. Jupiter and Saturn are finishing their transit in Capricorn. It's just a very lit time for this card. But I do feel as though somebody is trapped within fear. If this is, I'll spell it out because I'm getting really metaphysical. So I'll explain it just very straightforward. I think somebody with whom you've been iced out from somebody's heart, right? I feel like they're really stepping into their emotions again, and suddenly there's the recognition of who they truly love and what really matters. There may still be obstacles in their way to make that happen, but the feeling is there. Whenever there's some kind of illness, the most important step is to identify it, right? So once you identify the illness, then you can do something about it. Not in every case, but when you recognize that you love and that you feel, this is the story of this reading, then you know, once a person recognizes that they love, the significance of love, that changes everything for them. So even if in the external situation right now with this full moon, there's this void, there's this lack of feeling, he's still with the Ice Queen, he recognizes that there was a disconnect. He's woken up. This is Neo who's woken up, and he's still in the matrix, right? So he's still trapped in some ways, or she is, but she's woken up. She's connected with the energy. Somebody cares about you, who you love very much, and who you lost emotionally for a long time. That's a huge prediction. So I hope that comes true for those of you who are suffering. That's a very tough situation to be in. Then we have Nine of Pentacles. Venus is going to be in Virgo, the ruler of this card, on the full moon. So success, strength, your world, financial success is opening up your door towards new opportunities. You're going to be deciding whether or not to wait for this person or how to make it happen without things being confirmed yet. So there's still going to be hypotheticals in the air where you don't know what's going on, but you're going to be deciding because you need to push forward with this new opportunity. This is the center card, Two of Wands, vision. And I feel like you don't know that there is still a big question mark with regard to this love energy with someone, and you still have to make decisions around it. It's a tricky situation. It's like making plans but not knowing somebody's schedule, and trying to make plans with them being involved. It's like, I don't know if they're ready on Thursday. Let's hope they are. You'll find ways around it, but that's like the little obstacle. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, financial success. Some of you guys may have switched jobs fairly recently. Something could have really broken apart, busted up, didn't go well in the recent past for you. I'm not saying it's happening now. It has already happened. But I feel like that's going to be a quick turnaround to doing and seeing success in a new direction. The sun, here comes the sun. Okay, no, that's not the tune of the song. Okay, great success at work. For those of you who are within a job, there is accolades. Something you've done very well is being recognized. Your boss greatly appreciates you. And then we have the Three of Swords. So I feel as though there is a controlling energy around this situation, but love wins out in the end, trust me. So I do feel as though the person's doing harm onto themselves. That Hans Christian Andersen story, The Snow Queen, is essentially not about, some kidnapping of a child, right? It's really about a child falling into depression, the little boy, and the sister trying to, excuse me, emotional. The sister, excuse me, I don't know. The sister trying to revive someone who has gone through something really disconnect. The sadness of children makes me very sad, sorry. Composure. This is why live readings are kind of awkward sometimes. So I feel like, yeah, the sadness of children is very, very sad, right? And so it makes me think of that orangutan that I put on IG with it's a whole forest deforested. After I do the reading, I'll put it back up, and there's a link to a donation, so please go donate if you can. It's for reforestation of guerrilla terrain forests that have been deforested. Isolation of the innocent is a very touchy subject for me. So I feel like this person, sorry, I feel like this person is in some way, I feel like this person is in some way trapped in something, but at least the connection is there. They've woken up, and the sun will win out everything else. You know, the day will overcome the night. So just be patient in this situation. I hope this gives hope to somebody. Okay, I haven't had emotional reading like this in a minute. Okay, so now let's move on to number 6 and 7 before I get everybody crying. Okay, so now let's take a look at number 6. Okay, so we only have one lucky sign for this, or if you are this sign, then this message is for you. So you can choose 6, or if you're a Scorpio, this reading is for you. Okay. So special message for Scorpio for the full moon, or if you chose 6, Scorpio is your lucky sign. Knight of Trees, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, the custodian. And then we have the Four of Hearts, which is depression. I don't like the name of this card. To me, I feel as though somebody is reaching out to somebody else out of care and concern and good faith. And then we have the Knight of Stars, Sag, Leo, or Aries, the adventure, secondary transits in air. Some situation is being propelled very quickly. The hummingbird just came again. See, they like my house. I've become friends with the hummingbirds. So if you watch my IG, the eagles have come back too. So I posted about that. But I feel as though there's a big push in your situation, number 6. I feel like there's a big push in your situation to move forward towards something and achieve something. Somebody's going to reach out. You should take that opportunity around the full moon. There's 2 very active yang, air dominant energies that are pushing things along. They're very stable because the Knight of Trees is stable. So there's initiative with the Knight of Stars, and then there's stability with the Knight of Pentacles. Now this could be 2 people literally, or it could be a metaphor for the energy around you that's pushing you towards something. And in the darkness, which is like a Scorpio joke, sorry, somebody extends a ray of light, a hand in the darkness, brings forward, brings light to a situation, brings love, brings hope. So whatever's happening, there's from a position of stillness, there is movement towards something around this full moon. Then we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, something's happening. And then we have the 6 of Cups. That's Sun in Scorpio, guys. Okay, so that's also come up a lot. Knight of Pentacles, the same card as this, but I don't know if it's the same person. Whatever's happening around you, there's movement and there's fast change. Look at all these knights. Knights have horses. They move, they go slow, they get things done. This is, I feel as though help is on the way for your situation. You will hear about it around the full moon. I feel as though people are watching out for you. They're your custodians. So they in some way are here by your side to help you in the direction of what you want. I do feel like they're pulling you out of a lull. So if you chose number 6, or if you're a Scorpio, I feel like people around you are trying to help you out of a tough time. Not a huge time, but just a little bit of a doldrum, a little bit of a slower moment. And then we have the Ace of Swords. You will hear from your friends and connections. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So there will be somebody with a very sweet heart reaching out to you to try to make your day, try to liven up things for you, try to make you hopeful. And oh, look, the Page of Cups. There's communication between people, very quick communication between people, information coming through. This almost feels like a soul tribe, like people feel very connected with each other. I think there's like a lot of sympathy and care and nurture. I think people are watching out for each other at this time for number 6. This is really about people coming together, whether it's a family or a soul tribe or anything else, but it's the emotional resonance that you are feeling for each other, and you're coming together at this time. So pretty direct and straightforward, but a lot of things might change. When you have so many people and so much free will around, whether you chose number 6 or if you're a Scorpio, there's going to be shifts and change, okay? There's like a real feeling or a memory of having known each other forever or for a very long time. Okay, I love these readings. This is, we haven't had a good full moon reading like this in a long time. Okay, last but not least, if you chose number 7, this message is for you, or if you are a Gemini, okay? So, hi Gemini, welcome to my reading, or your reading. Hey girl, hey. Slip of the tongue. And so, maybe it is for me. Let's share. So I feel like, yeah, so Gemini energy, I think things are happening for you because those transits in Capricorn are in your 7th house. I feel like this is the last 2 months of the transit of Saturn and Jupiter in Capricorn. So that's the end of its transit in your 8th house. And that transit has lasted a heck of a long time, right? And we've been through it for about 2 years, talking about how you've seen a lot of things end in your life if you have Gemini placements. There's been a lot of like intense, humbling energy. My dad broke his foot and it's been just a mess. It's been like weeks and weeks of healing. And he missed his mushroom season, he missed his fishing season, all of this stuff. My dad's a Gemini. So there's been a lot of like take you out of your element, brutal, harsh energy. And I hope you've been okay through it. This is the quintessence of that. The best things will come now, and also some things may unexpectedly happen that were always fated to happen. But just be patient with it. It's the final finale. It's very important. And in some ways, you are gaining the biggest spiritual push forward and progress right now, Gemini. So embrace whatever is happening. There will be very positive consequences to everything that has happened with this transit. You've done the massive, renovation. You've done the massive rehaul of whatever it was going on in your 8th house. That includes attachments to people and shared resources that were hurting you. So that might have also been renegotiated. Okay, that's just the message for Gemini. If you chose 7, here is your reading. So we have the 5 of Angels, 5 of Swords, withdrawal, and then we have the beginning, the new beginning, and then we have the 10 of Angels. That's Sun in Gemini, guys. So I feel like you are set free from being bound up. This is the lucky event for your full moon, being free from being bound up, especially intellectually or mentally, into something that was holding you back so much. A situation or a relationship or a promise you made was essentially just really working you down. And so I feel that now you are free. This is Uranus, free to set yourself free. No longer the guilt is removed and you are a free bird. Okay, good energy. And then we have the 5 of Swords again. That's the same card as this. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, free to do what you need to do at work. That's very exciting. 10 of Swords. Do you guys see this? So there's 5 and 5 of Swords, 10 and 10 of Swords. So there's there's only one way forward. That's how I would read it. There's only one way forward with regard to work specifically. I feel like you're emancipated from something. I think that you're free from something and now you can go in the direction that you want. I think that maybe there has been something that has mentally been strenuous on you, and now you feel free from that, you know? No more apology. Like I said to another sign, like in Rihanna's great words, unapologetic, right? Like, you need to do what you're going to do. Whatever guilt and shame you have been working through, this full moon is going to release that. That's a very karmic message. Okay, next message. I just really wanted to, it's not. Nine of Cups. I really wanted to see if it was another Five of Swords and another Ten of Swords. Nine of Cups, which is Jupiter in Pisces, satisfaction. And then we have the Page of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries, venture. And then we have You Are the One, authenticity. You have been left with yourself, number 7. You are with yourself and now no longer having to answer to anyone. I feel like some of you guys have gotten wrapped up into a conversation with someone else that really, really held you down from being you. You thought you were getting into one thing, but then you ended up in a different situation, and you were like a gilded cage situation. You were held back. I do feel around the full moon you will have a pleasant time with somebody who has a very adventuresome spirit. They're going to be very light and bright. Also, a bright new beginning is starting for you in and around work, and I think you're very, very excited about this new path. So let me know. I haven't checked in with the chat. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the super bucks. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And I will talk with you guys soon. Is there anything else I need to say? Oh, check out the video right here. And yeah, I hope you had a nice time. Talk to you soon. Bye.